One down, but one still to go. Tonight, we are learning one of the two unions fighting for better working conditions agreed to a new deal with Windham Hospital. Back in October, nurses and other hospital staff held a two-day strike.
Let's get over to Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Christian Colon with what's new in this year-long fight. Certainly been a while, Christian.
Yeah, you can see them right there protesting, and these two unions represent over 300 workers at Windham Hospital. One of them is AFT Local 5041. This union is all nurses, and tonight they finally have an agreement with the hospital that's effective immediately. After a year-long fight and a two-day protest, the nurses union at Windham Hospital is finally getting a new 4-year agreement. This contract removes a mandatory overtime language, a dangerous practice the union says hurts workers and patients. However, nurses can still pick up extra shifts. The new contract also decreases insurance premiums. This agreement took about a year with negotiations starting last December. In a statement, the AFT Connecticut president says it's unfortunate that our members were pushed into action in order to make this healthcare chain prioritize safe patient limits. And tonight, the hospital president responding, stating more than 5 months ago, the hospital made a fair and equitable offer and outlined what was needed to settle the contract while addressing the union's issues. We are eager to move ahead and continue in our mission to serve our community. However, the fight is not over. The second union, United Employees, has not secured a new contract. Their president says they hope to get a fair contract soon. This would be for the technical and many other healthcare workers that are not considered nurses. In the studio tonight, Christian Colon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right.